Jalen Duren wins, Eastern Conference Player of the Week. I think in the West it was Anthony Edwards. Trying to get this together this morning. Always get behind a slow pickup truck. I hate people that drive old people that drive pickup trucks or women. Can't stand it. They're always driving dumb. But Jalen Duren is something to be said about him turning it up after the Allstar break. Last year he turned it up after the All-Star break. This year he's turning it up after the All-Star break. And maybe he's starting to hear the chatter that the Pistons need a primary or secondary scorer. I say they need a true scorer because I don't think K really wanted to be scoring like that. I think he just rather play a balanced game and pick it up where he need to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. But Duren is definitely a great third option as a scorer. And really, you starting to see possibly you probably can run the offense to him. And I think that's the next thing I want to see. I see they give it to him a lot in the high post where he can knock down that elbow, that 10-footer, the 15-footer, or then he can attack off the dribble. The ball handling is nice. I think he's earned the right for them to play through him more in the low block and more through the high block in the high post. So at the elbow. So I think, his passing ability, his ball handling ability, his ability to knock down that elbow shot, that 10, that 15-footer. I mean, I think it's time for them, because, it's time for them to play through him some more. And if you play through him a little bit more, him in the post up Kate a little bit more off the ball, so teams can't play 1-on-5 and collapse on offense and challenge people to make shots, other people to make shots. I think if you start posting up, Tobias is starting to post more. And I said this in my video that y'all probably see after this one. Before this one, about the Pistons 3-point percentage. Swartz making it a big deal. Pistons know thyself. They know they're not a great shooting team. You don't have to be a great shooting team to be successful and win a championship in this league. You don't. Attack the rim. If they want to pack the paint, if the Pistons got the foul calls that a lot of other teams got, I think in my opinion, they probably still be in single-digit losses. But the way they drive the ball to the hole and they get to the midi, they understand where their power is at. Excuse me. They understand where their power is at, where their strengths is at. And I think kind of more remedy will be spacing the floor out and allowing Jalen Duren to work on that low block or in the high post. I think that's where their power can be at, in my opinion. I think that's where they have a lot of success if they allow him to be on that block and play through him and command a double team. Either we gonna let Jalen Duren beat us, or we gonna double team and they get better looks. So I think it's time for them. Obviously we talk about pressing different buttons and trying to change people. So it's working, but sometimes you gotta project. You gotta, the potential if they can do this in the playoffs, or this is where if I played if I'm JB Bigstaff, how would I beat the Pistons? And I think one of the things, obviously, you want to see Herter get going. You want to see them try Sasser. You want to see LeVert start to find a rhythm. Yeah, but one of the other options you have is to play more through Jalen Duren. Put K in the post and allow Jenkins and Asar Thompson to feed him in the post. That might be a great matchup. And if they're going to do a double team, you're going to get a lot of looks. Playing Jalen Duren through the post, you're going to get a lot of looks. So, in my opinion, I think he's earned the right this year for them to call more plays in the post, not just pick and rolls, not just in the high post. Put him on the block, post him up, and allow him to create offense. That's going to take a load off of K. That's going to get better shots for everybody else. A lot of guys still can cut. He's a great passer. I think those are one of the remedies. And if he starts to really excel and get into a rhythm where you call it 10 or 15 plays instead of 5 plays for him, I think that can help the Pistons out a lot. And now you starting to get 3-point looks. Better looks, because they got a double team and they got to collapse on them, or let them work out and get the other big in foul trouble. I think that's like, you got to start thinking, okay, where can we become more successful offensively at? Yeah, you got slashers. Yeah, you got guys that have crashed the boards. You got Tobias Harris, who now escape dribbling and posting guys up and starting to really attack the paint more, attack the midi, the post. Let's post up JD. Let's post up K. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in situations offensively where it's not dependent on Jenkins. It's not dependent on Cade. It's not dependent on Karras. You know, let's get in situations where let's post up two of our best post players, slow the game down in half court, and let's allow the defense to play a one-on-one double team. And if they decide to double team, that means he's really killing it. I trust that Jalen Duren can pass out the double team. You'll get a lot of great shots. So I think he's earned the right at this point for them to play through him a lot more. He shouldn't just get pick and rolls or high post opportunity. Let's put him on the block. Let's post him up and allow him to work out. Now, if they want to collapse on him and they want to collapse the defense and challenge the Pistons to make shots, you're going to get more higher percentage threes. You're not going to get consistent threes because they're going to collapse. But in my humble opinion, I believe they're going to make Jalen Duren beat them before they give up that three-point shot. And I believe with his ability to hit that little face-up jumper, his ability to turn and gun, his ability to really put his shoulder down and attack the rim, I think what you're going to start to see a 25 and 15 type of guy. I said he was the most important guy to this whole thing, similar to Ben Wallace, similar to Shaq. You know, everybody, you still needed Kobe, but you're talking about the most vital, the guy that can move the needle. Duren cleaning up the mess defensively, rebounding, you know, and now you get him scoring, you're going to get better rebounding, you're going to get better defensive effort. You know what I'm saying? And he's embracing the back to the basket. He's embracing the Patrick Ewing, the Akeem Olajuwon, the David Robinson, the Tim Duncan face-up. He's embracing that. So, in my opinion, if they really want to start allowing him to do his thing, and they really want to allow the offense to go to another level until you find more shooting in the offseason or another scorer, play through Duren. Let's treat him like the number two scoring option. That would be my thing. Let's treat him like that. So that's my opinion on it. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Appreciate y'all, man. My link tree, the link where you can find me everywhere, say find me everywhere in the description. It says literally find me everywhere. Hit that link. Find me everywhere, please.